The brand new Ninja TWISTi. Today we're gonna do a little product review like we've done many before on the brand new Ninja TWISTi. Cool little product, brand new, just came out. We're not affiliated whatsoever with Ninja or any other products. We just do a ton of Ninja reviews. Here's the new Ninja. You'll see this TWISTi. The principle behind that is some blenders have the, what do you call that, Jamie? Tamper that goes down inside. The theory on this, or the technology they say on this, is that this TWISTi is going to scrape the sides and push everything down towards the blades. We're going to get that in place, lock it in. We just got some ice and we just want to see, first time we've ever used this. Make sure it is plugged in, yep. So it's a 30-second cycle, but I think this will give us a good indication. I'll take this out. Pop that off. So I can see there are still some cubes on the inside, but for the most part, well, it won't even come out. It's pulverized, literally pulverized. Snow. We get lots of that here in Canada. So I don't know if this setting would be the best for like a frozen margarita or anything, but it certainly has the power to pulverize ice cubes. So now we're gonna try to make a smoothie. Now, if you are a fan of The Average Kitchen, you know that we suck at making smoothies. We've done reviews on BLENDTEC and VITAMIX and so on and so forth. They never, for whatever reason, they never seem to go well. They jam up. Maybe the cubes are too big, I'm not sure. So, I mean, this is kind of a bit of a clump of ice, obviously. I don't know, is there a problem with the VITAMIX? We're following the instructions to the T. We filled milk up to what they call the liquid fill line. We're gonna add in some frozen pineapple and some frozen strawberries. All right, so Jamie corrected me here. I was getting a little bit ambitious with the amount of fruit that I wanted to put in here. So the max fill line is here. Some of it's sort of sticking up. I think we're probably pretty good. So we're gonna throw the lid on, locked into place. We got our milk. And according to the book, you use the bowl setting. So we hit bowl. All right, so the purpose of this is to be thick. Kind of funny, you won't see it on camera, but I already forgot about the TWISTi and Jamie's behind the camera going. Before I did that, it started to bog down. So obviously this works. It does also have, I should mention, a fill spout, which is really handy. And it's actually a decent size. It's probably, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch maybe, or almost an inch across. Really handy. So let's pop this out. My understanding is that this is supposed to be thick. It definitely appears to be thick. So that worked really well. The TWISTi aspects seem to work well. So let's try something else. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna try is, out of the book, an avocado banana boost. Only slight modification is I don't have mango, so I'm gonna use frozen pineapple. So it calls for a frozen banana. Again, I don't have a frozen banana, but I do have ripe bananas, so that's what I'm gonna use. So it says to add things in the order that they're in the book. So we're gonna chunk up our banana, and you'll notice that this is in the, what is it, 24 ounce, Jamie? This says it's a 16 ounce, but only to here. Right. But it's the biggest of the two, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna roll with that. Mango chunks we don't have, so we're gonna put in some pineapple, and then it talks about avocado, half of an avocado. And the next thing is this 1.25 cups of orange juice. So you'll see this was the bottom of the pitcher. So this is interchangeable between the three cups. So we'll throw that on, and then what does it say here, Jamie? It says select extract. So extract is a new setting that we've never seen here on any Ninja products, so kind of interesting. Extract. So it's gonna run through a cycle. Done, finally. So that was probably about 1.5 minutes, I guess. Or what did it start at, Jamie?
75 seconds.
75 seconds, okay. It's certainly gonna be well blended. Let's try it. Oh, it's actually extremely good. Really good. I think the mango may have given it a bit of a different taste, obviously, than the pineapple, but this is very good.
First successful smoothie.
ever. So now we're going to attempt a chipotle mayo that is recommended in the book. One slight adjustment. They call for a chipotle and adobo sauce. I don't have that, but I do have chipotle powder, so we're going to kind of wing it in that regard and see how it goes. So it calls for 2 eggs. So we're going to throw those in. 2 teaspoons of Dijon. It does say in the book that you're supposed to follow the directions, or sort of in the order that it's listed in the recipe is how you're supposed to add your ingredients. So I don't really know how much of a difference that would make, but I'll do it anyway. 2 teaspoons lemon juice, and then 2 teaspoons of white vinegar, some salt and pepper, and we're gonna throw in a decent pinch of our chipotle powder. Put your lid on, obviously, and then you are going to lock that into place. There we go. I'm gonna put that on, and then that pour spout that we talked about before, we're gonna utilize that and slowly pour 1 cup of canola oil into the top. They suggest to use the spread setting and slowly drizzle the oil in until the through the drizzle hole, and remove lid. After blending, transfer mayonnaise to an airtight container. Refrigerate up to 2 weeks, so that's kind of interesting. So we'll go to spread. Yep. So it's done its cycle. I'm gonna pop it off here. I'm gonna take off our lid, and then let's see. It seems pretty thick. Spatulas like this, you always got to be careful because the blade's down inside. You don't want to ruin your spatula, but let's give it a try. It's actually pretty good. It's got a little bit of a tang to it from the lemon juice, a little hint of spice as a result of the chipotle. Yeah, it's pretty nice. All right, next we thought it'd be fun just to make peanut butter. It's not in the book, but there is this little sheet here that it came with, and it talks basically about customizable nut butter. Add your nuts, add your oil, so on and so forth. So we thought, you know what, let's try it. It says install the blade assembly on the 34-ounce pitcher, add 3 tablespoons of oil, such as canola oil. So we happen to have canola oil here, so let's do that. We're gonna add our 3 tablespoons of oil, 3, and then we have 2 cups of peanuts. And then we're going to throw on our lid, and then we're going to select the spread setting. It's hard to see, this one, eh, Jamie? Mm-hmm. And let's see if we can make peanut butter. So we've made peanut butter before. I could already tell by looking at this, because of this TWISTi system, this is gonna be by far the best peanut butter we've ever made. Hands down. Have a look at that. Super smooth, super creamy. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. So Jamie and I were just talking that this appears to be on the runny side, maybe too runny, I don't know. This would, because those cycles are roughly a minute or so, this would generate a lot of heat, which presumably would heat up your peanuts. So maybe we'll give this 5 minutes to sort of cool down and see what the texture is then. But in the meantime, it tastes amazing. I just remembered we learned this trick on a previous video of throwing in some warm water and a little bit of soap and then running it on a cycle, especially for something like peanut butter that can be kind of a nightmare to clean. So let's just see what happens here. All right, so we let that run through a whole cycle. I'm gonna take the lid off and dump out the liquid and show you what it looks like. So as you can imagine, peanut butter would have been all caked inside of there. I mean, there's still cleaning to do, don't get me wrong, but roughly a cup and a half of warm water and literally like a drop or 2 of dish soap, run it on a cycle. It's gonna save you a lot of cleaning down the road. This product, we ordered it from the States. I don't even know if it's available in Canada yet. $139 US. So whatever that adds up to be Canadian, 170 bucks, 165 bucks or whatever. So my overall thoughts, it does everything it says it can do. The sidewall scrapers, or the TWISTi, works extremely well. Every test that we ran it through, I was very impressed. Often we have some sort of negative things here and there. The only thing negative I would say is it's loud, but all blenders are loud. It's a lot of torque that's crushing ice and crushing frozen strawberries strawberries and so on and so forth. So it needs to have that level of RPMs. It is on the loud side. Again, that's minor. Overall, very, very impressed. Cleaning is very easy. Everything comes apart. It's got those to-go cups, 2 of them, with the lids, with the spouts. So if you make a smoothie and you're on your way to work in the morning, you just pour them in and hit the road, or make them and then hit the road. No need to have to pour it into another vessel. Overall, very, very impressed.